Last week's virtual assembly was all about quality remote learning. But we're not just about that at King John. Our core values talk about the importance of being open-minded, respectful, and being able to make positive contributions as a global citizen. And that's what this week's assembly is going to focus on today, things beyond the academic. That's why we're still putting out our virtual assemblies and your tutors are still going through your thought for the weeks. We're also looking at opportunities for PSHE drop-down time because the topics that are covered within these are always going to be important to you, no matter whether you are in school or we're in lockdown. Every day we're looking at your attendance to online lessons and also your engagement, and we're following up with students where we think they might be having a problem, whether that's to do with motivation, technical issues or well-being. Student support might be empty right now, but it's just so that I can film safely in here. Every single day there are staff on site available to support both students and parents and carers should you need advice or ideas of where to go to for further support. So feel free to reach out to us. In this time you are still able to ring through to the school, or you can also edulink key members of staff. That might be your head of year, your tutor, your student support officer, or of course one of our designated safeguarding leads, myself, Miss Murray and Mr Aiken-Cooper. Last week Mrs Spearman spoke about making sure that your working space was effective for home learning, but I'm going to talk more about how to stay safe and healthy during this time. It's really important that you remember your physical space is going to be having a huge impact on you at the moment. So you should have a separation between work and relaxation. Try not to have all of your work stuff in the same space where you relax. That's really important to allow you to switch off. Make sure you stand regularly. I'm lucky that I have a watch that reminds me to do it, but I am noticing I'm standing a lot less and I'm walking a lot less. So where you can, use those break times effectively. Feel free to stand up and move about where you need to and get that regular exercise where you can. It's also really important to remember that you do need more sleep than adults. So you have justification for your lines at the weekend. But your body needs time as you grow and develop. So please make sure that you are switching all devices off at a good time in the evening and giving yourself a really good, healthy stretch of sleep. Make sure as well that you're careful about the social media you're using during this time. Some social media can have a real negative impact on your well-being. If you're only following accounts that make you feel rubbish about yourself because you're constantly making unrealistic comparisons, you're probably following the wrong accounts. If you remember earlier this year, we had a thought for the week looking at positive social media accounts. Go back and have a look at some of those accounts that you're following. Are they making you feel better about yourself? Are they truly motivating you? Are their bodies attainable during a time where you can't go to the gym, where you can't exercise in the way you want? For now, you might want to consider pressing unfollow or take a break on social media and come back to it when you're feeling stronger and in a better position to achieve your goals, if that's something that's affecting you. You might also find creative things really useful during this time. Gratitude diaries, scrapbooking, drawing, singing, etc. All of those things can be a great way to express your emotions without it always having to be a negative outburst, for example. So do think as well about embracing your feelings. It's okay to feel unmotivated at this time. It's okay to feel low. What's important to recognise is when that becomes the dominant feeling and when you feel like you can't escape it. That's when you might need some more support. So do remember, we are still here for you. If you think that we need to be putting out resources on a certain topic that are affecting you and your friends, get in touch. If we don't think it's suitable for the whole school, we can certainly recommend you some support sites or good accounts to follow and things like that. So do get in touch with us. That's what we're here for.